Welcome. My name is Bianca Soto. I'm an associate mental health clinician with Attend Therapy, and today I will be providing you with a presentation on coping strategies. I will be discussing what coping strategies are and providing a few examples of healthy self-soothing relaxation techniques that you may utilize to regulate your emotions. Thank you for being here today, and let's go ahead and get started. What is a coping skill? A coping strategy is something that we do whether we know we're doing it or not to manage stress, problems, or uncomfortable emotions. It is something that we do to support us in that moment, to relax our mind and help us refocus and to get to a level where we're calm and able to process. A coping strategy is not a solution to our problems, but more of a way of us to be able to be in a calm state to manage those concerns that we are currently having. There are unhealthy and healthy coping strategies that one may utilize. Some examples of unhealthy coping strategies are the use of drugs and alcohol, overeating, undereating, procrastination, sleeping too much or too little, social withdrawal and isolation, aggression to ourselves and towards others, and self-harm. Unhealthy coping strategies, they tend to make us feel good in the moment, but they do have long-term consequences. So it is important to replace some of these unhealthy coping strategies with healthier options, such as exercise, talking about our concerns, eating healthy, making sure we're getting adequate sleep, seeking professional help, utilizing relaxation techniques such as deep breathing and grounding, using problem-solving skills. And there are a lot more healthier options that we may do, whether it's, like I said, exercising, listening to music, gardening, cleaning, using positive self-talk, and much more. Healthy coping strategies, they may not always provide instant gratification, but the more we do them, they do lead to long-lasting positive outcomes. One important thing to know about coping skills is that it is important to find healthy coping skills that work best for you. What works for one person doesn't mean it's going to work for everybody. We are all unique and we all have different needs. So it's important that we take a moment to identify a few healthy coping strategies that we are willing to try for ourselves, whether it's petting our dog, playing with our dog, listening to music, swimming, using a stress ball, using a fidget, cleaning, organizing, and much more. I will now take a moment to introduce a few self-soothing relaxation techniques. The first one will be grounding. Grounding is a form of relaxation where we are able to ground ourselves in the present moment and focus our five senses in the current moment. So let's go ahead and engage in this grounding technique together so we can practice grounding ourselves. So we're going to take a look around and we're going to use our five senses. Take a moment to observe your surroundings and locate 5 things you can see. Try to identify things that maybe you typically don't notice, such as a shadow or a tiny crack on the concrete. Now take a deep breath in and let it go. Bring awareness to 4 things that you are currently feeling, like the texture of your pants or your socks, the feeling of the breeze on your skin, or the smooth surface of the table that you're resting your hands on. Take a deep breath in and let it go. What are 3 things that you can hear? Note 3 things that you hear in the background. This can be the chirp of a bird, a dog barking, cat meowing, the hum of a refrigerator, or the faint sound of traffic from a nearby road. What are two things that you can smell? Bring awareness to two things that you can smell. It can be a candle that is lit in your room, the coffee at your table. Take a deep breath in, let it go. Notice one thing that you can taste, whether it is something that you ate lingering in your mouth, your toothpaste from this morning. Take a deep breath in and let it out. And now that was grounding, and this is one technique that you can use to ground yourself anywhere, anytime. If you found it difficult to bring awareness to your five senses, don't worry. There are other relaxation activities that you can try until you find one that works for you. Option one is picking a color and finding everything in the room that is that color. Option two is picking an object and counting all of those in the room that you're in. Option three can be finding the alphabet, looking for an object in the room for each of the letters of the alphabet. Another one is counting backwards from 100, reciting the alphabet backwards. These may seem like simple tasks to some, but when our emotions are heightened, it can be a challenge to think of some of these things. So find what works best for you to ground yourself into the current moment to support you in managing your emotions in that current moment. Deep breathing is also very helpful way to relieve uncomfortable emotions. Taking slow, deep breaths in and exhaling slowly can help regulate emotions. Box breathing is a helpful strategy to some to remind them on how to take slow, deep breaths. Box breathing is a relaxation technique that involves taking slow, deep breaths. It's called box breathing because it uses the image of a box, which has four sides to pace your breathing in 4 steps. Some benefits of deep breathing can include bringing balance to one's mind and body and regulating their natural rhythm. In the moment, it may be difficult to remember how to do slow, deep breaths, so it is helpful to practice deep breathing often. Two of my favorite ways to remember deep breathing is doing the box breathing and the 5-finger breathing. So let's go ahead and try to do the box breathing together. So we're going to inhale for 4 seconds. We're going to hold it for 4 seconds. We're going to exhale for 4 seconds and then hold that for 4 seconds. And you repeat this as many times as you feel necessary. But for us, we're just going to do it one time. As you do this exercise, visualize a box with 4 equal sides. Your eyes can be open or with a soft gaze. With each step, imagine that you're following one side of the box. You start at the top corner and you work your way around the box until you return to the starting point. You follow the top of the side of the box. Breathe in slowly through your nose for a count of 4. As you follow down one side of the box, you're going to hold your breath for a count of 4. Following the bottom side, breathe out slowly for a count of 4, releasing all your air from your lungs. Going up the other side of the box, hold your breath for a count of 4. And again, you repeat this box breathing as many times as you feel is necessary. The 5-finger breathing, like I said, is also one of my favorites. You stick out your hand to trace it. As you trace upward, you breathe in slowly. You pause when you reach the top of your finger, and you exhale slowly as you trace down. And you repeat that until you have traced your entire hand. Like I mentioned, this is only a short introduction to coping skills and a few examples. If you wish to learn more healthy coping skills specific to your needs, please reach out to us at Attend Mental Health. Thank you for listening. Our number is below. You may give us a call at 408-740-3692. You may also email us at administrator@attendmentalhealth.com. If you have an emergency, please call 911. For mental health emergencies or crises, you can also call 988, the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, or you may go to the nearest emergency room at your local hospital. Thank you for watching and listening, and we hope to hear from you soon. Thank you and have a wonderful day.